Well, Cleveland shooting for the game at 42%. Gordon and Ariza are on the wings. Nene is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Outside Korver. 6 to shoot. Back to Wade. He dishes it to LeBron. Fires from deep. Again, James missing. Houston leading by 22. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the 3 off target.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Ariza outside. Nene against Green. And here's Harden for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 40 points.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Wade kicks to Smith. They get it back. Green. That shot off. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Ariza. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Ariza dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to Harden. And that one is off. Korver with the defensive effort. There's one trend we've seen in the league, an emphasis on getting back defensively rather than pounding the offensive glass. I think of San Antonio a little bit when I think about that. Why is that, you think?
You know, I don't know if this is something cyclical and we'll eventually see teams emphasize getting to the offensive glass as a means to help them win. But one of the most dangerous aspects of the NBA right now is transition 3 opportunities. We're not even seeing teams get back to the hoop and build their defense out. At this point, they're sprinting to the 3-point line and then building back toward the hoop. So a drastic difference. We'll see if it changes at any point.
Free throw good, LeBron. And LeBron James last season playing in his 7th consecutive NBA Finals. Doris, a streak only surpassed by the great Bill Russell.
And for context, Kevin, remember in the 60s when Bill Russell played, the finals were just the second round. What LeBron is doing is so much harder. To think that in 12 postseasons he has been to the finals 8 times, nothing short of astounding.
Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what, Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Gordon the pass to Harden. Anderson the screen. Ariza has the open look. Here's Capella. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rose kicks to LeBron. Doris, looking at the way the playoffs are set up, the top 8 teams from each conference get in. So at what point might the league eliminate divisions altogether?
I don't think that's far in the future, to be perfectly honest with you. What I'm as curious about, Kevin, is would they ever see the teams, regardless of Eastern or Western Conference, because there seems to be some disparity in level of competition. Is that something you'd like to see, Kevin, where the teams are simply seeded 1 through 16 based on record.
I don't think I'd mind it, Doris, but I do like the fact that, kind of like in the other sports, where you don't have the familiarity, but you always think about what would it be like to see a 5-game series, Cleveland Golden State, whereas in the regular season, just there and at home. And there's something, I think, kind of mysterious, and you can project so many different things. It's great fodder before a series begins.
No question. It'll be very interesting to see which direction the league goes in.
Outside Rose. LeBron against Ariza. Smith wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to James. 11 points for Smith.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Anderson outside. Harden outside. Capella sets a screen for Harden. Offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
For Cleveland, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Screen by Smith. And Doris, in the collective bargaining agreement, great news for retired players. Health insurance options, pensions will increase, tuition reimbursement fund. What does that mean to these players who gave everything they had for this great game?
You know what I love about this, Kevin? I think each of us stands on the shoulders of the people who came before us, right? Everybody is the product of all the experience that came before. So
Yes.
you think back to some of the ages that shaped the NBA, the Bill Russell Celtics, the Jerry West Lakers, and then go on through the generations. It's important we acknowledge their contributions. I absolutely love what this CBA has afforded these retired players.
And I think the NBA actually has taken a lead in that among all of the national sports.
You know what, Kevin? I think the NBA, because of their great leadership, they're always opportunistic to say, how can we make it better for our players? How can we make it better for the fans?
And other leagues are following. Well said, Bruce. There's the dish to Capella. Rose with the rebound.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
And the rejection by Harden. .135 left in the game. Anderson the screen. 3-pointer. Harden, no good.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they missed, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anderson. Williams, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Brown in for Gordon. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Doors with the players being so athletic and the plays happening so incredibly fast, the league is looking at maybe 4 or 5 officials. Would that just be more whistles or better officiating?
I'm glad you're chuckling about this, because I don't know how the geometry of this works.
Thank you.
As it is, sometimes the size of the players seems to swallow up dimensions of the floor. Kevin, one of the things that Steve Kerr once said to me was, we are trying to make officiating a science. science, when in fact officiating is an art, and sometimes mistakes is part of the human dynamic. Can we leave the officials alone, please?
And I think if they're over 90% correct, which is, I think, even low in terms of success in them calling a game, that is phenomenal. And the analytics, as you know, Doris, coming from the league office, is off the charts. They've never been more detail-oriented.
Correct. The NBA officials are the best in the world. Are they perfect? No. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Let's just play on.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for three. Elon Shumpert. 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
You'd like a guy like Shumpert to be just a little more efficient at the line, but he gets it done more often than not.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now Gordon. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.